Hello and good morning, my crafty creatures. Whew, I just got done doing a big media push, so of course none of it was actually for me, which, I'm better at promoting other people. So, had yesterday off from streaming, that is. I had to go to work. The resident that I was, the, the resident that we had that was in hospice early this morning passed away. And honestly, it's what she wanted. I couldn't be happier for her. She was nice and peaceful. Her family was there. It was beautiful. So that's a nice conclusion for her. She was 98. So that I found that out this morning. Today we are working on Captain Penis. We will be working on color 699. Probably most of the stream. I might get it done this stream. I might get it done. But this page is a lot of confetti, so goodness knows. So tomorrow's Halloween. I have Halloween off. I might be on. I don't know what time. Dast is going out trick or treating with her son. So we whoopsie doodled on the day. So we might even be on. Who knows? Who knows? We have we have the HDs. So goodness knows what we're gonna be doing. Ah. It is kind of chilly here today. I have my wood stove kind of going. Like the problem with the problem with the gloriousness of wood heat is it is full bore. It's all or nothing. And yes, you can like damp it down and whatnot, but it's still the temperature of fire. I have it going right now. It's actually a reasonable. It's a good temperature in the house, so I'm more than pleased. But I finally posted all of my pretty treasures on my Facebook page that I got from the Weird Fair, except for one, and I need to figure out who Husband Creature bought it from, um, so that I can properly give them credit. And that one is my amethyst dragon head. So. Oh, that's not fun. I'm kind of curious as to what went on. But I figure if I hear sirens in the near future, it was something important. I just heard. I don't want to say gunshot because it didn't really sound like a gunshot. It sounded like when you press a spoon up against a canister of Pillsbury, um, anything with yeast in it, croissant rolls, that pop that it makes. But I also have walls and whatnot buffering my sound. I didn't have enough string to go down and start a new, to do a hat, so. Here's hoping I got the right spot. If not, I'll work around it. So yesterday I managed to dervish quite a bit. Let me adjust my microphone here. I got everything but Moxie. And I'm talking about the native Maine drink and not spunk, because I have plenty of that kind of Moxie. I went out, I got some Needhams. I got some other special surprises. And I have the boxes being packed, and I don't know if Dragon's watching, and I'll wait to address it if I know she's around. And then I almost got the entire wood pile that husband creature put down in the basement. I almost got it all cleared out in an hour. So I was very proud of myself. Hello, Hachi. We're about to be hours and hours apart again, because my fall back is coming up here. We're gonna be neighbors in the night again. Two shadows passing in the breeze. I don't know. We have such a huge time difference too. Like, it's ridiculous. I gotta go get my coffee mug. Oh my goodness, because I need something to drink, and coffee is all I got right now. I have my I did a boost on it. I'm in love with this mug. It is fucking huge, and it expresses me. I'm going to be the whole problem. I'm not just part of the problem. I'm the whole motherfucking problem. And just as a friendly disclaimer, if I get to the point where I'm going to be your entire problem, you done fucked up. Because most of the time, I won't even be part of the problem. I'll just let you hang yourself. But if I whip out, I'm going to be the whole problem, you got issues going on. Oh, I do. This is a 16-ounce mug that I have. 16-ounce mug, and any merchant that offers a 16-ounce mug, I have you in my favorites. I'm really trying to support the small content creators, even if they're big content creators. I'm trying to support that. Um, this is mandatory fun day. My next purchase will be through Big Beautiful Bastard. I love Philip DeFranco's vibe. Um, yeah, like, and I do. I watch other independent news sources, but Philip DeFranco has my sense of humor, and his merch line isn't just big and serious. It's fuck around and find out. So I enjoy his merch line, and I will be making some purchases there. Um, like right now, the top one is God is testing me, and I refuse to study. Um, that's one of the ones I want to get. And I have an ad break coming in about 10 seconds, so I'll shush my face. Uh, well, it's Thursday. I know that I've been a naughty raw and have not been on. Oh. um, Thursday is generally my long stream, so I can like catch my out of time zoners. If I ever get back to if I ever get back to a job that is more daytime, I really enjoyed my 8 to 10 streaming spot. I mean, it caught good times for most of the world. But I'm Canada's sweetheart. I very rarely look at my analytics because, again, I'm not doing this for money. I love to use my platform to help, to boost others. Uh, I'm not gonna say no, not $50 in my account every 6 months because, truthfully, that's what I'm getting. But um, at the same time, most of my watchers are Canadian. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I am. I just put an X in, and I'm like, derp 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 derp. Okay, so I'm right. You know, everybody needs an upside down weirdo, and if they say different, then they're lying. I would love to have more upside down weirdos. But you were my upside down weirdo, Butchie. There are many like you, but you are mine. I'm Diet Canadian. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So yeah, I did redonkulous amounts of social media posting on my Facebook, and in any hope, my Instagram guys. If I don't respond to you on Instagram, it's nothing against you. I never really got into Instagram. I never really got into Twitter or X or whatever we're calling it now. Shambhala, whatever. Um, Honestly, as out there as I am, like I'm really good at promoting other people. Like other people, you will know who they are before you know who I am, and that's something I'm working on. But I don't have any regrets. I like boosting other people up. I like giving other people a signal, a hand up, because that's just how I function. Um, but I did a TikTok like first time in a while. Okay. And everything did go live. Uh, and don't get me wrong, I love playing on social media. I love making the posts. I love, like, I have so much in my brain that I want to get out in video form, that I want to express myself, but I keep getting ADH stopped up. Um, because I can't decide which one I want to do first. And the live stream, I enjoy the live stream, because it's where I am. It's how I do, yo. I keep losing my spot though. Okay, there's that. And losing my spot, at least in this particular section, is just going to be a giant pain in the ass. Okay, there we go. Because like this entire column that I'm working on right now is just kind of like a spot here, a spot there, here a spot, there a spot, everywhere spot. Uh, One of the reasons I don't do my stream until 10 is because all of my meds have not fully kicked in yet. I have taken them all, but they have not reached the stratosphere. I get it. Yesterday, so I've been training a new person, and I've been trying to explain to my boss and the other and her assistant, um, how time works in my brain. And I've been failing miserably because unless you know, you can't really explain ADHD time. Um, and I told them this. I'm like, guys, I need your feedback because time does not work the same with me. No one believes me. When I say at my previous job as a training coordinator, I was 3 months out. I was, all of my big timed block things were 3 months out in case something bad happened. I had time to pivot. Like, I was solidly 3 months scheduled and all set, ready to go. And no one ever believed that, like, this is what I did and how. And trying to explain ADHD time to anybody is like I've dumbed it down to my brain moves at the speed of Mach Jesus, which is one step above ludicrous speed. No, well, maybe the stratosphere working my way down. Maybe the biosphere. I think is the biosphere the first is the first level where we exist. Yeah, the job market sucks everywhere. I have opinions today. Well, I have opinions every day, but today, today they are today they are somewhere. I don't know, guys. I part of me is relieved that the resident that I was tending to last night has passed, because that put a like last night I was very behind on everything, and I was legit behind. Like, I'm not talking just my time behind. I didn't get everything that I needed to get done. Um I got the mandatory things done, but the peripheral things that need to be done just because the state says so, um, didn't get done. But having the weight of, I had to check on her every hour, and then every hour, every two, um, there were some of the stronger meds, the Ativan and the morphine, which I do not like. I do not like dealing with them hard drugs. I can, but I hate it. Yes, yes. Yeah, cause ludicrous speed aims at a specific sense of humor type. If like someone understands ludicrous speed, then they're my people. And that might be one of my filters, that if you don't understand what ludicrous speed is, or the line "they've gone plaid," then then we might not be able to be friends. Or else I will definitely have to monitor my sense of humor. I will go with that. Is we can be friends, but I'm gonna have to be careful about what I say. What? What? You don't know what that? Oh my god! You would be one of the first ones. Okay, so it's from Spaceballs. They've gone plaid. Like, just Google "they've gone plaid." One of my comedy favorites is Mel Brooks. Um, so if I start quoting Mel Brooks at you and you look at me funny, I'm gonna cry. Um, I might need to start chopping away time and having like Mel Brooks movie night. He's gonna be another celebrity, much like Robin Williams. Mel Brooks, when he passes, I'm gonna be just devastated. Um, I still cry about Robin Williams, and I didn't even know the man. Outside of his work, I didn't know him, and same with Mel Brooks. But that will be a loss. Yes, I'm surrounded by assholes, or better yet, we ain't found shit. I hate yogurt. They've jammed the radar. It's raspberry. Oh yes, it's with Rick Moranis. Um, yeah, yeah. Spaceballs. I watched Spaceballs when I was probably too young to watch Spaceballs, but I have no regrets. It's another great skit with Spaceballs is the it's instant video, and they play the monitors. Wait, fast forward. Keep going past this part. I never want you to watch this part again. And then they this is now. This is now. So yeah, Spaceballs, Spaceballs and Blazing Saddles were the two first Mel Brooks movies that I saw, and then Robin Hood Men in Tights. Um, when I was in college, when I graduated college, And one of the things I bought myself. So when I graduated college, my parents gave me, I think, a couple $100 to have fun with, and that, I paid a lot of bills, is what I did. But I bought myself a PlayStation 2, which I still have with a memory card, and it still functions. I bought myself a PlayStation 2, and I bought myself the entire works of Mel Brooks at that given point in time, which was 2006, 2007. So it doesn't have all the shitty TV versions of History of the World Part 2. Um, but I had like History of the World Part 1. Love it. Young Frankenstein. I have all of them on DVD as a collection. That is that's Austin Powers, but it's riffing off of some of the things Spaceballs did. But yes, Austin Powers. Austin Powers has some very clever humor as well. Um, it's the same with Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Like, basketball, wasn't a fan, but they have Orgasmo and they have Cannibal the Musical, both of which I love. Um, I especially love Orgasmo, one of my best friends in the entire world. We weren't even 17 yet, and this is an NC-17 movie for those of you who pay attention to ratings. We weren't even 17 yet. And oh, oh my God. I love that movie. If I find one of my coworkers has actually seen it. So I get to run around quoting Orgasmo, at least the cleaner parts at work, and we can have so much fun. Yeah, finally getting to a more stable part of this this area of this color. Okay. So this grape leaf is getting structure. I like clever humor. I like I like humor also that I can relate to. Um, I even like I don't like it all the time. Sometimes like a well placed fart joke or just like a couple of well placed just stupid jokes will just make me die. But I can't watch things like Dumb and Dumber because it's just all that level of humor. And I'm sorry, probably going to make enemies saying that, but I like a variety of humor. I don't like just the intensity of just one type of humor being used. Yeah, like it has to have variety. Funny enough, my attention span doesn't like to focus on just one type of humor. Um, some of my favorite comedians uh, might surprise people. Bill Engvall, I enjoy. Robin Williams, I enjoy. Uh, George Carlin, Gallagher, uh, Gabriel Iglesias. I keep wanting to say Enrique, but they're two different Iglesias. One is Spanish from Spain, and one is Mexican. So the Iglesias. Um, and Enrique is way different than Fluffy. Oh, oh, kitty purrs, kitty purrs. I don't get kitty purrs because Pixie's a bitch. I do like Fluffy, yes. I like John Leguizamos. Um, but I also like I'm trying to think. please, please hold. Um, like um, John Malkovich, though people don't consider him to be funny, he has a very straight-laced humor. Um, John, he was in Third Rock from the Sun. I can't remember his last name right now. Um, Mr. Bean, Rowan Atkinson. Not only do I love the name Rowan, oh, I like Black Adder. Like I do. Actually, funny enough, British humor really is the delivery of it. Because that's sometimes how my humor is delivered. It's I'm trying to be funny and it just comes out as I'm like being serious. I'm like, no, I'm really trying for humor here. I've heard that I would enjoy Letterkenny. I have not watched Letterkenny. Kids in the Hall. Kids in the Hall. That I laugh way too much at some of their stupid shit. Like yeah, way too much at some of their stupid shit. Ah. For main comedians, Bob Marley. He is a fantastic human being. He is super nice. Tim Sample. He is also super nice and like it's the local humor that you can relate to, where like people from who don't live in Maine, they'll laugh, they'll get a chuckle out of it, but the people from Maine, there's that deeper level of humor where you're like, oh my god, that's just so fucking true. Um, so yeah, it's funny because I try very hard on stream to have a fairly neutral accent, um, but every once in a while I'll say like "ka" or "aya" or "wicked." Um, I I'm told I have a very down east accent, which if you live in Maine, you know. Oh, actually, I'm looking. The mail truck just drove by, and I'm waiting for a package. So I think I think my package might be outside, so I might have to take a break. But um, I try to have a fairly neutral accent. If you hear Wicked Pissa, that's like that softer R is generally how I speak. It's an active thought of me making sure that the R is in a word because in my normal speech, it's much softer. And yeah. But when the main comedians go around, they really amplify it. Like the main accent is it's not quite as angry as Boston or Southie, but it like rural root is the easiest way for me to say rural root. Because there's too many R's in it from this poor Mainer. But with my mimic skills and I get self-conscious about doing stuff like this. I used to be really good at from what I was told, a Northern Ireland accent. Um, I'm not in the right headspace to whip it out. It does take some switching up, but I was really good at it at one point in time. I've never been particularly good at Australian. Um, I I can do Southern, but for me, like my Southern accent stops at I do declare. Like in order to get my brain into an accent, I have to pick like a line that hear like crikey. Like I have to pick a line that I know very well in that accent to get my brain into that mode. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm Sarah. Thanks. I don't know if you guys can hear Pando, but I have Pando like I actually have his voice coming through. So when he starts bitching, I actually hear it. Oh, fuck. There we go. Okay, I'm going to um, toss up my be right back because I'm super excited for what might be in the mail. Oh, it's Jules. You're just in time. I'm about to do a package open if it's at the door. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go see if it's at the door, and then I'll be right back, and I'll have news. I'll be right back. Oh, geez, that is and it's here. Okay, there we go. vacuum sealed. Nice. It's a bag. It's because I keep telling myself that this might be the bag that helps me organize my crafts as I travel around, and honestly, it just gives me more bags to put different projects in, which not sad. Like, I have no regrets. Okay. Actually, okay, this is very ooh, this is a heavy, this bag means business. Okay, so it's a yarn holdy bag. I intend for it to work with my work bag, because my work bag is huge and I need to have separate things for my craftsies in my work bag. So it's a big bag, and it has strappy number 1 over the arm thing, and it has a cover that you can put yarn in this, or it can be just an open thing, and you can has 6 spots that you can put 6 different yarn things in, and you can have them all separate and sorted and whatnot. So I'm kind of excited about that. It has a pocket on the top that I'm not quite sure what's going on here. We're gonna figure it out real fast. Okay. Okay. Has a pocket on the top. Has a clear net pocket underneath the top. It is a nice bag. It has side pockets. Side pockets. I am in love. Let's see, does it have back pockets? It does. It has a back pocket. So yeah. It needs to decompress, because it was vacuum sealed. It has oh, I haven't even looked at the front pocket. Like, okay. Because there's a clear one that, like, you can put like a picture or something in that you can see in it, and then there's a pocket that you can put hooks in, and then stitch markers, and oh my god, I'm in love with this bag. And the back of the front, you can put, like, I don't knit, but I could put like pens or something. Oh my goodness, this is a nice bag. It's a nice box. There. Now I'm only waiting for one more thing, and that's my t-shirt, and I think that's showing up tomorrow. Well, every front has to have a back. Oh, I need to clean my light again. Okay, so there's that. I need to grab another piece of string. I finally, so I, ages and ages ago, picked up a tripod for my phone at a thrift store. And I just had never used it. And today, I did. I used it on a TikTok video, and I am in love, because it's just like my camera mount, but it holds my phone. And I mean, I still need to work on like lighting and stuff like that, but goodness knows I'm not in any way, shape, or form a professional. I have the lights. Don't get me wrong, folks. I have the lights. I just, when I sit down to do a TikTok video, it is completely and utterly spontaneous. Like, there's no planning involved, and there probably should be planning involved, but there's not. I like the spontaneity of it. Um, I I do have a couple of planned projects that are currently like being worked on, but those are different. Those are different. Ah, the wood stove is just starting to take off, so I think at 11 with my normal break time. I just saw the mail truck drive away. That's why I had to. But at 11, I'm going to take a break and go downstairs and beat it some more. Oh, 1 second. I finally got the baby all assembled. These are my new fairy. These are my new butterfly winged baby dragons. I got it all nice and assembled. It's very pretty. My next one is gonna be. I I just gotta I gotta give this one eyes. Um, but I'm gonna try to have one more done before Saturday, which is doable. Don't get me wrong. Totally something I can accomplish. It's just I want to have two to see if I can see if they will sell. So that's my after stream goal today because I'm not doing any wood moving. I'm not doing anything fancy dancy. I did all of that yesterday, and I will be doing more tomorrow. So, oh, I lost where I am. Okay. Yeah. Well, the shit show's supposed to start tonight down here, so luckily, we have we have a basement full of wood that is dry, but we have 3 cords sitting in the driveway right now, and it's kind of frustrating, but is what it is. Cause them's the rules. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm almost done this column, I think. For us, it's supposed to start like it's starting to mist out outside right now, so I know it's on its way, and and then it's supposed to stop somewhere in the middle of tomorrow before it gets dark for trick or treaters. So we'll see. We will see. I I don't get trick or treaters at my house. Though the psycho kids are in the neighborhood, so I'm kind of worried about that. I think I might turn on the spotlight on the driveway camera for tomorrow. Good night. We love you. I like that I'm finally getting a little bit of structure in the leaf going on here. Oh, dang nabbit. Oh, well. Just get it over here. And last night I did not wake up once, which I did not wake up until six o'clock in the morning. Um, which for me is almost unheard of. I generally wake up two or three times in the night, and I did not wake up at all until I got a German Shepherd in the face at like 6 in the morning, because I think it's a breed rule that six a.m. is universal wake up time. It's like in their breed standard, but they didn't tell the humans about it. Oh my god, that 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 is some high class sass going on there. I mean, it makes me giggle. And it probably shouldn't, but at the same time, it makes me giggle. I know we shouldn't be comparing children and dogs, but that's kind of what happened to me this morning. Is I made sure I was dead-eyeing Pixie when I told her to go lay down, and she proceeded to walk up to me, lick my face, and then I the, the greatest equivalent of a whoops she could muster was a mwah. She just decided to make dog noises at me, and then she laid down. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Doopy-doo. Okay, so now we get to go down. We get to go down a level. Mm-hmm. Okie doke. This giant block of yellow is in the wrong spot, so I have to work around it. And because I'm not gonna move it, I moved like all of this over here, and I'm like, no, the yellow can stay. I will just add and subtract around it. To be fair, it is only, let's see, it's only, it's down one line more than it should be. So I just work around it. It's actually helping me find precisely where I made boo-boos. And and there's one up in this corner, and there's one in this area. I'm gonna go over here. Okay. This almost see it's the end of this piece of string, so I'm gonna get some outliers all set. Anybody watching, I want you to work on your craft. I want you to find your joy while you're hanging out with me as I'm working on Captain Penis. And from this stitch, how many down? We got. Let's see if I can actually count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. It's 5 down. And then over this way. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out in the wash. I think somewhere in here I squished it up too much, and yeah, so I'll just have to improvise leaves. One. And even with all of this, we still haven't done 100 stitches yet. I've almost done an entire column. Not even 100 stitches. That is the beauty of confetti. Yeah. So in this column, like this area right here, because this line is fine, but for whatever reason in this block of 10, it's up. It's up three lines. So I'll figure that out in the wash. Ooh, ooh! I got my flu shot at the beginning. I got the flu shot, so I had a day off, and then I whined about it. Well, I think I got it while I was still working overnights so that I could sleep it off. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I got it at 10 after I got out of work. Well, I got out of work at 7, but I got it after I got out of work. And then I got to sleep, and I had the rest of that day off. So one of the news shows. I watch NBC, the Today Show. It's one of the three big legacy. I like it because it's fluffy. I recognize that. Meh. I'm actually getting any sort of realistic news. No, not at all. But one of their fluff pieces today was, "Is Halloween getting too scary?" And I gotta admit, it has gotten a lot more less Casper and more Nightmare on Elm Street. And 1 second. Not a number I recognize. And I agree. Like, Halloween has gotten a little bit more graphic than when I was growing up. I mean, I went for Big Bird. I was dressed up as Big Bird for one of my costumes. And that's where honestly, it was first and second grade that I dressed up as Big Bird, and that's where I learned that kids are cruel. Because I loved Big Bird, and everybody was like, "Well, you're too old for Big Bird," and I'm like, "Fuck that! Never too old for Sesame Street." Um, but that's where I started learning how to. That's where I was started being self-conscious. I remember that. I remember that, and I had my hair cut in a pixie cut, and everybody said I looked like a boy. So that is why I will never have a pixie cut ever again, no matter how awesome I see other people looking in it. Nope. Um, but everything has their dark and their evil. I don't see Halloween as anything. If anything, I see it as a celebration of the end of the harvest, the the joining of of the life and death. Because with the harvest, life can go on through the winter, but it comes at the cost of the death of the fields and all of that stuff. It's very, very circular. um but I mean, there's horror. Even in the goodest of good, there is bad, and you have to have that dichotomy in order to go. And push comes to shove, it's just kind of meh. And I kind of like the meh things, but goodness knows. Yeah. When I was growing up, we had to wear a winter coat because we. Yeah, I get it. Heaven forbid we want to be kind. Like, if I were the parent and we weren't gonna go trick or treating, I'd just buy him a bag of candy on November 1st. Or, yeah, November 1st. Or I'd have a bag of candy in the background, so just in case. Oh. I remember always being confused. Like, I see nothing wrong with celebrating on a Friday night, just or the closest weekend. Like, it eases up on the parents. Like, there's nothing wrong with it being a little different. And I grew up, my prime trick or treating years. I grew up in a trailer park, so all the houses were 30 feet apart, and it was a huge trailer park. Like, it was a huge trailer park. Um, Yankee Green in Kittery, Maine. If anyone wants to Google stalk where I used to live, uh, huge. And it's only gotten bigger. Funny enough. So even if it were like bad weather, we could still hit. We wouldn't even need our parents to drive us around. Like, we would just run around, and my parents would sit at home and deal with trick or treaters, and me and a herd of friends would wander around the park and come back an hour later to swap out bags. I mean, when we were super duper little, our parents went with us, but when I was in fourth, fifth grade, before I moved up to Sanford, where I lived in a house where there were no trick or treaters or kids or anything anywhere. Um, but it I had a lot of fun. Like I and like even oh oh okay. So ad break's over. There we go. But the world has changed since we were little and trick or treating, and like even growing up, my mom was like, "Oh, watch out for those needles in the apples," like all the myths and whatnot that have spawned from improper reporting on the news media. Like that's why, like for me, the truth, being correct, is more important to me, because I don't like misinformation. Sometimes the truth sucks. Not gonna lie, the truth sucks most of the time. But I would rather walk into a situation knowing the reality than having been told something else and then being confused as to why that's not what I was told. And then people getting upset with me when I get upset because what I walked into was not what I was told. Woo! Woo! We broke 100. We're at 103. Back up to the top. We just got done a column. Yeah, I think it's a stretch of 20 that has a weird count going on, but I'll I'll work that out later on. First, I gotta see how far it goes, and Oh well, I support you putting on your big girl pants. Oh, I have to do more cleaning because I happened. I I am a complete happening. Oh, this makes me sad. I have my notifications up in my on my screen here, and I just got a notification from Loop about a collaboration that I might have to buy. Because I got iridescent purple ones for enhance. Like at craft fairs, it's amazing. I love the loops. The only problem I have with them, and it's truly a me problem, is when I speak because my like I hear myself in my head, and then when I have my ears blocked off, like I can still hear people just fine. It's just I hear me louder. So it's a total issue, but I now have to I now have to look at the Swarovski crystal collaboration with the loops. Um, I don't know. Okay, I gotta see what because I wouldn't mind having. That's a bit of a that's a bit of a cost. Um, no, that's not what I wanted. So okay, they're the experience too. Um, I think that's what I have. Yeah, no. If I'm getting anything else, it's gonna be a different one. They're actually really not that nice looking. Eh, eh, yeah, not for me. Not my style. I mean, just not for me. Like that I don't like square cut gems. Like I like the round and yeah. They're chrome plated. They're experienced too. They're $129. Go for it. I love my purple iridescent ones. I have purple iridescent ones. They're shiny, they're purple. They do a great job. I love them. The only thing that I have to get used to is hearing my own voice in my head much louder than normal. Because that's my biggest problem is why I speak so softly is in my head my voice reverberates a lot louder. So I think I'm actually yelling when I'm not. And I I totally would go for it because they do. They take out like mine. It takes out at least because I have the ones for like marketplaces. I think they're the enhance ones. Um, but they also have the ones that are for like like I hate to compare kids screaming and music festivals, but they take out the higher end of those noises. So it kind of like nerfs it down to a, a mid range. And you'll read reviews about the loops that are like, oh, well, it's just like expensive earplugs because when they speak, it sounds the same. Like if you were to put in just earplugs and to speak, it's the same experience. Like it doesn't quiet your voice, it quiets the outside things coming in. And with mine on, I can hear people talking to me. Like I'm not disengaged. Like if people are talking to me, I can hear that. For me, as I'm so used to my hearing that it takes away like some of my proximity sensors. I guess would be the best way to describe it. Like when the change in the sound of how some air moves, it takes that away, so I don't see people quite as fast as I normally would without the loops in. But if I'm actively trying to ignore the surroundings, I guess it's good. Down here. Yep. The column that I'm working in has like no stitches up top, but when I get down to the bottom it has more, so I gotta. You guys are fine. No, you're fine. Okay, there's that. That's fine. Okay. La, 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 la. Dog hair. Okay, there's that. Get some structure to my leaf. Not a lot of structure, just enough. And I'd show off my loops, but they're downstairs. Because they are very pretty. They are they're lavender and they're iridescent. Maybe during my break because I'm taking a break at 11. Gotta feed the stove. Okay. Oh, I think I found one of the areas where I messed up. Okay, so there's that. That. Okay. Yep. I found the area. Mm. Actually, we're actually moving into a bit more content here. Meaning there's more than just one Stitchin hopping around. Mm-hmm. But this is, funny enough, this is one of the bigger colors on this page. Okay. Let's see. Where was it? Right there. So. Mm-hmm. And I'm staying within the column lines just to make a path down easier so I can see where my errors are. It's a bit chilly. I might have to put on my critter cover. I mean, I'm definitely appreciative that I don't have to right now, but getting down to the solid area. It's only 10:30. I can I can tell it's past 10 because my body is actually more awake now. Okay. Tomorrow I'm also setting up for a craft fair, so that'll be fun. I'm running out of string. Let's see. What do I got going on here? Okay. This next row, I will stop and start again. Okay. Yep, 1 and 2. Okay. Sorry, shiny things distracted me. Is Shady back? Can I tell a friend? I've created a monster because nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady. I'm chopped liver. So how can we spin that into personalized? All my friends are shady. That's what makes them my friends. So I tell people this, and you can believe what you want. There is light within the darkness. And though I might seem very, very good and good natured, I'll bring you back to there is light in the darkness. We do. We don't need to lie to me. Even on the moral gray scale, like where I guess I'm chaotic neutral. On the D&D scale, I'm chaotic neutral. Or chaotic good. I'm not lawful good because why? And I'm not. And there are days where I would righteously be lawful evil, where I follow rules. They might not be your rules, but I follow them. And that's why I kind of like lean towards chaotic good, because I'm aiming for good. Whether I'm following the rules or not is totally up to whatever beat of the drum that I'm walking to. But I needed to have order. It needs to make sense in my brain. Yeah, I was looking at an event I'm getting ready to go to, and there's going to be a food truck outside that I can actually eat at. So it's going to be a take my money situation. I just hope that they're close by because the event at the mall that I'll be at for after Saturday, I'm at an event for 2 weekends, which makes it really really nice because I'm just there. Don't think I didn't see that. I did. I'm just choosing to ignore it. Because I don't have anything witty to respond to. Now I want fried rice. Okay, so this is where we have some special things going on. Okay, so that's it there. Mm-hmm. Well, for fried rice here, and it depends on the restaurant, honestly. Um, is For us, it's shrimp. Our native shrimp is about the size of popcorn shrimp. Um, because I know prawn and shrimp are actually two different things. I do know that. Um, it's Yeah, the little bits of spare rib left over, and chicken, and the water chestnuts, all the vegetables and stuff like that. And I actually make a pretty good fried rice here. I do mixed vegetables, um, soy sauce, gluten-free soy sauce, um, some oyster sauce. Most of the time, I just pick a protein and shred it up and toss it in. Um, yeah, I like my custom fried rice. Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of Americans don't know what goes into. I've had the misfortune of having two major dietary diseases, so I know a lot about food. I know a lot about the science of how food goes through your body. Because yay, dietary issues. Mm, Doopy-doo, there's that. That there. And then two. Okay. Oh my goodness. There we go. I enjoy cooking when I have time. It's recently I haven't had any time. I think I have time, but then I'm wrong. Or I forgot to pull something. Like actually what I use my the most popular thing I put in my fried rice is kielbasa. Um, just because it thaws fast, it's easy to cut up into little chunks. Life is good. It does. I tell people when I bake, I use real butter. I use real sugar. I moderate how much I eat. I do not change it, and I use gluten-free stuff. Like they only like if it has gluten in it, I use the gluten-free option. But I don't change the recipe. I just change how much I take in. And am I perfect about that? I am absolutely not fucking perfect in any way, shape, or form. But that is a me thing. I make those choices. and I think it's I'm trying not to release my whole opinion all at once. Um, but the short end of it is a much larger picture of you don't get to police my doings in my body for my diseases. I have to do that. And I have to be okay with the repercussions if I make a poor choice, which I am. I'll be the first to tell you, I'm going to stuff this in my face, my sugar's going to go high, and I'm going to take insulin. But growing up, everybody felt it was their job to police what I did with my eating and my disease. And I get really, really uppity when I see other people like doing that to other diabetics. With children, it's a different story. You can do that, but guide and teach them without policing them. And I get really, really, really nasty when people start trying to tell me, well, should you really be eating that? I get really nasty. Yeah, I would cook more if other people cleaned up after me. Oh, 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 my jimmies are rustled. Kelpie, my jimmies are rustled. It's just so, and it's probably because I grew up with it. Like, I had so many people following me around with the intent of policing my disease and not actually letting me learn. And I harbor a lot of bitterness because when I was set free into the world, when I went to college, I didn't know how to function with this deadly disease that I should have been able to learn how to control and police it when I was growing up with a support structure instead of a police state, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Is I almost died several times because I didn't know how to take care of my disease, because no one actually let me take care of my disease. They were too busy controlling it for me that they almost killed me in the long run. And to be and that's true. Like it's funny when I eat certain foods that should have a big spike, they don't. And it's okay. My jimmies are easily rustled in that area because I am very bitter that my family spent so much time policing and not allowing me to grow and learn on my own, that just out of sheer rebellion, I guess would be the best way to do it, is I almost offed myself unintentionally a couple of times. Well, there's a brand from Germany, I think it is. It's called Schlar. And they actually use wheat, but it's not processed the same way that it is in the United States. And their gluten tests are within the acceptable range to be gluten free, but they're using sweet. I love them. They are a take my money company. Yes. And that's that's a level of grieving that I'm still dealing with, and anyone who is going through therapy, um, or is just kind of starting to sit down and think about it, is you're gonna grieve. Um, and sometimes it's just easier to bury your head in the sand and just keep it the status quo because the grief is rough. I with the ADHD and the autism diagnosis, it hits in waves. Um, and I still I'm still very self-conscious and worried about the autism because even though I've had professionals be like, yeah, I don't have the official testing, like, and the professionals have worked with it enough that they know, they see. But I don't, I have enough going on in my life that I don't need to get the official diagnosis to get appropriate accommodations because I do have the ADHD diagnosis. Um, and like I've seen, oh well, you don't think it can help you? It sure can, and all of the reasons like I can already cover with other aspects of my foobardness. And yes, self I'm that person. Self-diagnosis is absolutely valid because let's be fair, a lot of doctors don't know what they're talking about, but at the same time I'm self-conscious about it because of the doubt that people like to cast. It's like you interact with me with any amount of time, you will see that there's definitely something askew in my function. And when I try to explain it to people, they're like, oh no, you can't be that. Oh, yes, I can. Challenge accepted. and 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 that's the thing is not having the official thing also gives that it's a catch 22 because if you have the official diagnosis, doctors will walk in and they will see that, and that's the first thing that they will see. I promise you, that is the first thing that they will see because as a type 1 diabetic, that is the fucking first thing every fucking doctor I deal with fucking sees. Everything that's wrong with me. Oh, it's your type 1 diabetes and because you're not taking proper care of it. I'm like, my arm is numb. Only this arm. Oh, well, you just need to lose 10 pounds. I'm like, well, how about you guys create drugs that don't make me put on water weight? So, and I have a friend who has bipolar disorder and heart issues. He has a bad heart. He was having a heart attack. And they thought it was just a bipolar episode. So, there's that catch 22 of, okay, so not having it helps, but having it also helps. I get the you don't look diabetic. I get that a lot, and I get snitty about it. I don't know if you guys can tell the snittiness coming out of my system here. It's my snit is leaking. Yeah, yeah. Funny enough, diabetics actually, if you don't have good control of your sugars, we smell sweet. And it's kind of like the rotten fruit sweet. It's not the good sweet. It's not like, ooh, you smell like peppermint candies. It's the rotten fruit sweet. I hate that I have to start a new piece of string this close to the bottom. Motherfuckers. Yeah, if you don't take care of your blood sugars and you're diabetic because your body is trying to get rid of that sugar, you will sweat it. You will, yeah, everything. You will smell sweet and think think rotten banana, where it's, or maybe even a rotten peach. I guess a rotten peach might be a better smell to describe it. Um, but banana and peach are the two fruits that I can relate with. Chicken, banana. Sorry, I had to get that out of my system. Or else it would have run and repeat for a while. Just like insulin smells. Insulin smells awful. It smells so, it's yucky. Well, if you ever have the opportunity, yeah, I don't think I've ever smelled. I'll have to I'll have to I have to look into that. You could always Google if it smells like insulin. Google something like those semaglutide smell like insulin. Because I know they stink. Okay, it is 11. I'm going to take 5-10 minute break, or maybe less than that. I don't know. Go get some water. Take your meds if you need to. I'm gonna go let the dogs out and feed my fire. Whew, that was good. It's a good time. Ah. As you can see, I put my critter cover on. Glad you're alive, dragon. Oh my goodness. I think I waited a smidge too long. I had to actually start the fire back up. Luckily, luckily, I have one of those little keyboard cleaners that you hit the variable speed fan thing. So I got it going pretty good. Pretty good, pretty fast. Uh, okay, there. And then two. I'm almost done this column now too. Oh, and I have an ad break coming. Oh my goodness, what's going on? I'm confused. The silence was deafening? I guess my music is down a little low. Apologies. Oh, that is kind of weird. Let's see. Yeah, now I gotta switch it over. 1 second. No, there's. I think it was just because it was turned down. Maybe. I don't know. The most important thing is that I have returned. And I am wearing my soft, fluffy blanket. Yeah, so let's see. This 10 is only 2 lines off, and this round of 20 is 3 lines off, so I have some creative fixing that gets to be done later on. Hmm. Oh my goodness. There. I only have, let's see, how many columns do I have? I got one, two, three. I got 4 columns left on this page to for the green, so and I'll at least get 200 stitches done today. The confetti, it's a big color, but at the same time, it's just all over the place, so it doesn't really equate to like huge progress. Just kind of fills in little gaps. But the next page, the next page, we get to start seeing his hair. Oh, there we go. That, that, and there's this, and then this. Yay! Okay. Had to find the top of the next. Yeah, on the next page, the bottom right hand corner, you start to see his hair. I liked Buffalo Woman because you got to see her face relatively quick on in the progress. I I don't like that he hides for so long, and the fact that he's almost all of the project. He's just a sneaky ninja. Mhm. I do like that I'm filling in like just little dots here. I mean, the grand scheme of things, it feels really insignificant, but it fills in some color, makes the blaring white background a little less intense. So my ginormous goals of after stream today are I need to give my little butterfly dragon eyes, and I need to finish um, getting finish putting my stuff into new totes. Yesterday I cleaned my new totes. Today I'm putting stuff in them. Well, in one, the other one was pretty clean except for its cover. So this morning I put the cover on it, and I've cut out 6 copy paper boxes, which is very nice, and I've also condensed a whole bunch of stuff that I just kind of had free floating in my car because it wouldn't fit in any of the spots that I had. So, ooh, I have to sneeze. Maybe. Ah, there we go. So tomorrow, I don't know when I'll be on, because I am setting up for craft fair, and Dast is trick or treating with, in theory, trick or treating with her son. So, I thought we were gonna do 7. We might do a little later. It might not happen. Um, running out of strength. So I gotta. This one and then the next row, since it has 2 in it, and I'll be able to spot it easier, I'll do the half stitches there. Doopy doo. Even though it's not a lot of stitches, I got a lot of progress done. Going all the way across. I generally don't do this kind of jump, but this particular column is very sparse, and I just started the fucking piece of string. So. You can play with feature, but you can't play with me. That's right. I said it. Oh. Um, 2, 3, 4. We're getting the shape of the grape leaf. you. My brain wandered off. Please hold. There's that. That's right. Nope, that's not where I want to come out. Nope, 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 nope. And I guess that popping sound that I heard from earlier on today was not anything major because there are no sirens. There's no one knocking on my door. So I guess maybe just someone surprised themselves with a croissant roll. Croissants. So I'm running into the zone. where I might be able to figure out exactly where my count error is. 4, 6, 7, 8. This is 14. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now I need to see if that's the gap. So 1 over. Closing in on it. Closing in super, super close. Because we're moving into the stuff that I moved. So the error is somewhere between the top of the yellow here and over in this. I've narrowed it down to from here back, essentially. Okay. Oh, that was it? Okay, let's see. How? Okay, that should be. Yeah, so the column that I'm in is the 3 spaces too far to the right. So I overcounted in one column of 10, and yeah, where I'm at. I think that's it for that column. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna get myself situated in the next column because I'm actually kind of on a roll. But the next couple columns flesh out this part of the leaf. So that makes me happy. Got quite a bit done today. Still got 20 minutes left, but I think I'm just gonna establish this column and call it a day. This next column. Because while I don't have anything huge planned, I'm gonna potato a little bit, which from what you guys tell me is just as important. Okay. Maybe schedule some social media posts because, well, I'm in a mood, and if I can get some scheduled, I might actually stay ahead of it. I love the scheduling feature because I can pick a day, and I really need to get back to it. I can pick a day, and I can create posts and just have them scheduled to go out through the week to create content. I'm gonna work this piece of string out since it's so close to being done. stop at these three. So that's a good, I get some halves going on. I'm at the end of the string. I'm at the end of the giant long piece of string that I cut for today. Like it's all working out. It's all working out fantastically. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna hit the check box. Okay, so today we started out at, let me get to the right screen here. We started out at 4.28%. I do not think we moved any sort of mountain today, but we are at 4.34, which honestly kind of surprising to me. Not gonna lie. We did 242 stitches. Again, kind of surprising. But I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Thank you for the gift of your time. Drink your water, take your meds. Be kind to yourself without harming others. Be kind to others without harming yourself. Remember that I am always lurking somewhere, and I will see everybody perhaps tomorrow. We're gonna ride the day and see how it goes. But I love y'all, and I'll see you definitely on Monday, where we continue Divine Insight.